So I had a pandemic baby and it was planned. So I knew like right away, like, oh, okay. When it was time, I was checking and constantly checking. Yeah, I found out. And then in the moment, I was just like super happy. I mean, I've always wanted to be a mom, and it was just the time had come. So that was how I found out.
Gotcha. Okay, so we had a pandemic baby where it was planned, and as far as the pregnancy, like, what was your experience like with that?
The pregnancy was really good. Honestly, I didn't have any like complications or anything. I was always on the beach, so I had like really good scenery. I was eating really good food. Yeah, I was kind of spoiled during my pregnancy because I was just really able to kind of kick up. I did come back to the US because I wanted to have my baby in the US. I mean, I was born in the US as well. And so when I got here, did get a little bit stressful. A little bit of like the most worst part about it was just like the fatigue or like feeling sick, like the sickness and just like needing to get my rest. But honestly, I had a really good experience like pregnancy. Like I loved my belly, like I loved people's reaction. I like, you get a lot of attention, so that was really nice.
I'm glad that you had a good experience. If I have to grade mine, I'm good. Let's put it that way. Like I'm good. I was sick the whole first trimester. And second trimester was better, right? And then third trimester I
Mm,
was over it completely. So, yeah, I wouldn't describe it. I would probably give it a C. Like, okay, I made it through
I
it.
see.
Yeah, not like I was good. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed the experience. Nah. But everybody's
yeah,
different.
yeah, no, for sure.
I'm glad you actually enjoyed it. Okay, so we get time for the birth, right? Was, she on time as far as like, did she make it the full term? Was there any complications?
Yeah, she was full term, but I did have a C-section. They were like, I guess I wasn't like dilating enough, and it was time for her to come, so I did have an emergency C-section, which was super scary. That was like super scary. I mean, the whole hospital, I mean, I feel like after the process happened, I was like okay, but during the process, it did feel like, oh my, am I gonna make it through this? It was just kind of one of those things like you're just like, whoa, this is a lot.
Mm.
And I felt that, but I was grateful because at the time I had my husband and my mom there, so I was just like, okay, like God got me, like I'm a big believer, so I just was like breathing through the process and
Hmm.
just praying that she came safely, and she did.